this is the first ever Dear Pink Fluffy Unicorn Diary. How whack! I didn't think I'd actually get to start this, so here it is. Dear Pink Fluffy Unicorn Diary. So it is about 11 in New Orleans. I woke up at about 9 and I haven't gone out of bed yet. It's been, well, I'm not 100% like emotionally stable, still a bit like exhausted and just generally emotional. My phone Thomas when I woke up, that just made me cry, so then I was like, okay. Then I phoned, not Thomas didn't make me cry, I miss him, and like he's already made friends, so I was like, okay, I'm alone. Then I phoned my mom, and halfway, like, and not even halfway, a minute into that call, the Wi-Fi just stopped working, and then I just burst out into tears because I was like, I just want to call my mom. And now the Wi-Fi is not working, and I was like, this sucks. So now I'm like crying and I'm crying, and I was like, what am I gonna do now? And then I was like, this sucks. And then the Wi-Fi started working, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm fine now. Mom just cheered me up a bit because I'm quite scared. Like, it's very big here, if that makes sense. Like, at least in South Africa it was big, but like I knew where everything was, so I knew where to go and how to get there. And here it's just like I've never been here before. Yeah, it's quite scary. It's very, very big. I haven't. So then my mom and I talked. We spoke for about like an hour. She made me feel better. She was like, "It's okay to be scared." I'm like, "Thank you," because I'm terrified. I think. Oh, last night I arrived at the airport at about like 12:30 to New Orleans. And then there was no one at the shuttle service desk. I was supposed to go there to call the hotel to come pick me up, and I was like, now what? So then mom phoned the hotel, and I had to meet them at the B5 pillar thingy. It's like a little pickup spot. So I went there, and then I waited. And as I walked out the hotel, because now I'm like wearing a jersey and long pants because it's cold in South Africa, and the airport was like aircon, so it was also quite cold. And then as I walk out the airport, I'm like hit this wave of heat, and it's like 28 degrees Celsius. I was like, jeez, I'm wearing a jersey and long pants, I'm not built for this. I was dying. And then I was picked up by the shuttle and I came here. The dude at the hotel, the receptionist, I don't know if that's what you call, he checks you in. He's very nice, but he's got a very thick accent and he speaks very fast, so like half the time I was barely understanding what he was saying. Like, he gave me cookies, and he asked about, I think he asked what I was allergic to, or he said if there was something in there, and I was like, yeah, I'm allergic to nuts. Cookies have nuts in it, so I can't eat my cookies. But it was just, I didn't really understand what was happening. Then I came up to my room, had a shower, which was so good because I literally stank. 3 days without showering and flying is not fun. Then I spoke to Thomas and my mom, and I went to bed at like 2 in the morning. Now I think the go-to plan is to figure out how the coffee machine works. Then I may have to go outside. There's a McDonald's across the street, so I think I'll get lunch because now it's too late for breakfast. And then there's a place, a mobile place. There's a mobile, the word mobile's in the name, so I'm assuming it's a mobile place across the street. So I'm gonna go see if I can get a SIM card there, because the Wi-Fi is a bit dodgy, and if I want to phone my mom again because I'm stressed and the Wi-Fi doesn't work, I'm not prepared to go through that again. That was just not fun. So I'm gonna see. It is a Sunday, so I'm gonna Google if they open or not, and then I'll make my way across the street. The street isn't like too, it's kind of like a main street. It looks like Bayers, but there's not a lot of cars, so it's not busy. I don't know if it's just because it's a Sunday or just because it's not a busy street. The hotel is kind of in between the Mississippi River and then that really, really big lake. It starts with a P, but I don't know how to say it. So that's the geographical location if anyone cared. But yeah, I'm now going to figure out how to use a coffee machine, and then I'll give you a room tour. Oh, and then also last night the aircon was on and it was freezing, so I'm wearing a jersey because I didn't know how to switch it off. And then this morning I did figure out how to switch it off. My mom helped me. There was an off button. I'm an idiot. It's fine. I was stressed. It's understandable. That was so bad. So yeah, I was freezing last night. So, a room tour. Here's a bit of a mess. Literally, I haven't done anything since getting up or waking up. I was like, I deserve nothing. So yeah, room tour. This front door, so then as you enter, it's a mess. Don't look at that. It's a mess. I don't know if we'll be able to close the bags again. So as you like walk into the room, you've got like a little cupboard thing going on here. It's got an iron and an ironing board and a safe and like coat hangers, which is cool. Then you have the bathroom with that cute little light. Messy little toilet, little shower bath. It's kind of weird. This stuck to me last night while showering and I felt violated, so that was fun. Then the tap's really weird. You have to lift it up and then turn it all the way around. Got used to that real quick because it was real cold. Yeah, that's the bathroom. Wow, amazing. Then you have the actual room. So that's the bed I slept in last night. That's the bed I will sleep in. It's quite nice, very big. I've got a little coffee machine here that I'm gonna figure out how to use. A massive TV. Oh wait, a mirror. Like I said, I am in my PJs, so it is what it is. There's a little desk here. Then I realized I brought an adapter, but I didn't bring a 2-pin plug, so yeah, that is what it is. I don't know if Americans use 2-pin plugs, but probably not, because they like making my life difficult. So that is what it is. There's a little dustbin and it's split in two for recycling and trash, which I thought was cool. The other bed. Then here you have like my stuff, but there's a phone and a thing. And then look, light, but also night light, and it moves. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sorry, I found that way too entertaining last night. And then walking over all my stuff, because like I said, it's a mess. This is the outside. So that is my finger. That is a Mexican cuisine place. That's the Shell. T-Mobile. That's the place I'm thinking of going. Is it raining? Huh. I think it's raining. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like it's raining. Then there's the McDonald's. Hard to miss. Look, there's the M. And then there is a donut place. I don't know, I can't really read that. And then there's like hotels and stuff all around. I think it is raining. This is the street I was telling you guys about. It wasn't this busy, but now it's very busy because I'm thinking of crossing it. That's why it's so busy. I'll probably take a walk around the street. Well, now it is raining, so. Whee! I am spinning and officially dressed to go to the outside. I'm gonna go to the mobile place first, check that out, and then I'm gonna go to Mackie D's. Boy, it's raining, but I just crossed the road. Literally, as I wanted to cross, the entirety of like freaking New Orleans decided they were gonna drive past. And in true un-South African spirit, I went to the robot to cross instead of just in the middle of the road because I was scared. So, an update. I just got back from the outside. Yeah, so I first went to T-Mobile. and I got there and they were busy, so then I waited a bit. Well, they weren't busy, but like it's a massive store, half empty. Like, you know how like in South Africa you've got like, you know, like think of an Apple store, but now remove all the like, or a Samsung store, like remove all the tables where the phones are displayed on and like just leave two. That was it. And it's this massive store. I was like, what? So much space and so little like things. Anyway, so I got to the counter and I explained my situation. I was like, I need a South African SIM. No, so I need an American SIM. How can I do that? What was the process? And she was like, very easy. It was about, plan I went on with was about $50 for the month. But then it's unlimited, I think, data, like completely. Also in my PJs again, I'm recording a few days after update. So after I went to T-Mobile, I went to McDonald's, which was next to T-Mobile, and I got a Big Mac meal, and like it was surprisingly very good. Like they put the sauce on the burger and damn, that was good burger sauce. Then when I sat down, two gentlemen started talking to me. They wanted to know where I was from, and then the one guy, Serge, he started telling me like where all the places I should eat, like go to eat. And he started telling me about like his daughter who was the same age as me and a whole bunch of things like that. The other guy that was with him, Mike, he left like an hour into it was a long conversation. It was like 2 hours, I think. I went there at 12 and I left at 2:45. The dude wouldn't stop talking. He was just telling me everything. He was like, I have to try this place and this place and this place. And I was like, damn, this man needs a lot of food. So then Mike left Serge's friend halfway through the conversation, and then there was this other dude who was like sitting in the corner. He wasn't really saying much, and then like at about 2 it started to like drizzle and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go before I get caught in the rain because I'm walking home. And then the dude who I mentioned was sitting in the corner, he left, and so it was like, maybe we could just wait it out and then we'll like, it won't be raining in like 20 minutes and then you can walk home. And then it just started raining harder and I was like, oh my gosh. And then the dude who was sitting in the corner, he comes back into the hotel, into the McDonald's, and he's like, here's an umbrella. Because he left to go get an umbrella out of his car to give to me. And I was like, thank you, that's so cute. And he was like, yeah. And the Serge and him both agreed that in New Orleans in like summer you can't walk around without an umbrella because it rains like randomly, like the skies were blue and then like within 5 minutes just rain. I was like, wow. And like heavy like thunderstorm type of rain. What else? I'm so impressed at how nice that Big Mac tastes, like damn. Oh, and then Serge also told me that when you get the receipt of your McDonald's burger, right, there's a link to a website to fill in a survey. Now you use the little code that you got for the receipt, and then if you do that survey, it'll give you a verification code, and with that code, within 7 days, if you go buy another burger, it will be for free, as long as it's the same burger that you got. So I'd get another free Big Mac. So I'm gonna test out that theory. I hope it works, because it would be super sick to only pay for every second McDonald's. It was expensive. It was like $8. I was like, wow. But it was very filling. It was very big. Like it took me an hour to eat it. I was like, wow. Then I went back to my hotel. So I then phoned Sushi and Shimmy, and then Jav was also on the call, so that was cool. Hi Jav, now that you subscribe, respect. And then he's in Canada right now. So then we started talking, and I think we spoke for a bit. And then after that, I phoned either Thomas or my mom, not too sure which one. In summary, I got an American number with unlimited everything, because apparently that was their cheapest option, but it wasn't. There was others. It's fine. Then I went to McDonald's. That McBurger, like they put the sauce on the burger and it was so good. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even like South African McDonald's, but that was that sauce was just, it was just so, it hit differently. I don't know if it was because I didn't eat previously, like the 3 days of flying, didn't eat well. Hey, so yesterday I figured out how to make a coffee and the coffee machine, and today I'm going to show you. So it's this little setup right over here. First thing you have to do, I was gonna drink this last night, but then I realized I didn't have any more water. So, and I want coffee more than I want water. Gotta open the bottle. Then, this thing at the back that you lift up, then you fill to 1 cup only. Then, move the bottle of water. You take a coffee, so there is regular, decaf, no, we'll go with regular, it's a coffee tea bag. This is the weirdest thing. Like, it's not a pod, it's coffee in a tea bag, and they don't even have tea. But anyway, then you're gonna put your tea bag thingy in the pod, like so. Then cup under. So if you look here, it says 1 cup, and then it says 2 cups. So you make sure this knob is facing 1 cup. Put it there, then you press the on button, and then you wait like 20 minutes. Then we got fake milk, yummy, and sugar. It's not the best coffee, but I think I'll want a machine similar to this if I can have coffee machines in the room, because at least this way you just don't put in a bag and then you get hot water and then a kettle. Or I could put a tea bag in there and see how strong it makes it if I put a tea bag in there. I don't know, we'll experiment. This part scared me yesterday. Kind of just spit steam. Or maybe it's not gonna spit steam. Just did it yesterday for the gears. Oh, there you go. Dragon. Ta-da! So now I take my coffee. It look pretty strong. And then I take the milk substitute. Or I gotta shake it. Everyone's like, oh, but we know how to make coffee. We've stayed in a hotel before. I normally get kettles. One time I stayed in a hotel, and then I was with Thomas, so then he made me my coffee. It's not like bad tasting coffee. It does kind of taste like it's got cremora in it, so I guess that's similar to cremora, I think. Sugar, sticky thing. Makes quite a dark cup of coffee. You can't really see too nicely on the thingamabob, but it's quite like strong. Then, just for the gears, I get to put this on. And a lid if I want, but it's not too hot, so I'll leave both of those, and then I'll clean up this area later. But yeah, that's how I make coffee in this tiny little hotel place. It's day 2 of being in Louisiana, New Orleans. The plans for follows are not mixed. Coffee. The plans for today include talking to my mom to ask what the plans for today are. Like, I know generally, I just want to clarify, because I'm taking a black lane car thingy to the train station. Then I'm in the train station, then I'm walking to my university, then I have to find somewhere to dump my bags, then I have to go collect my student ID card, and then I have to move into my dorm room and show them my COVID test. Right now, I'm phoning mom and having coffee. Just finished chatting with mom. I think now I'm gonna pack up the room, make sure my things are together, get dressed because I look like a mess. I don't know how I'm gonna pack my bags. They'd be so full. I shouldn't have opened them. I had to open them, but like, shouldn't have opened them. I may even take stuff out of boxes, make it big space. More like the medicine that I wasn't allowed to take out of boxes for the airport. I think I will take them out the boxes if I like am desperate. But we'll see. Well, we'll just pack and see how it goes. So my bag is too full. I've resorted to sitting on it in an attempt to close it, and it's sort of working. I'm just scared that the minute I get off of it, I don't know how, there we go. The minute I get off of it, it's just gonna burst open and then I'm gonna be stuffed. So it is what it is. I did it. It was a mission, but I did it. I just finished packing and the clock says it's now 11:45. I've also ran into my first oopsie, if I haven't already mentioned it. I bought a 3-pin plug adapter, so from South Africa to America, right? But I didn't bring a 2-pin plug to go into the 3-pin plug. So basically, I can charge my computer, but I can't charge my phone because I don't have the thing that you plug your phone into. I have like a thing that you'll plug like a toaster and a laptop to American converters. So the plan when I get to university is to continuously keep this power bank on charge through my computer, because it takes quite a while to charge things through the computer because that's USB. Then if I need to charge my phone, I'll charge it through this. When I'm not charging my phone, okay, and stay with me now because I've confused myself, I'll be using the power bank. No. When I'm not charging my phone, right, the power bank will be plugged into my computer charging, so that if it takes a while, it's been charging already for a while. If I do need to charge my phone, then I'll just charge to the power bank until I can get a plug that is acceptable in American standards. You know, it will go into the weird prongy things they have. I can't believe I forgot about that. Pro tip, if you buy an adapter, remember to bring South African plugs. But I figured it out. Right now the hotel has USB chargers, so I can charge everything like this, but I doubt the university will have something like this. So I either need to find a plug that plugs into here and goes out to USB, or I need to find a plug that goes into here and I can put in USBs, if that makes sense. But yeah, I am off to downstairs to check out, and then going to figure out where my taxi dude is. So I got to the train station. I took like a fancy cab dude to the train station. He was very friendly. It was like a 20-minute drive. What I learned on that drive is that Americans cannot drive, like at all. It was terrifying. I was like, wow, they're like taxis, all of them. I was scared. Like, you know, on the highway, like, you only go up past like 4 lanes if you know like it's safe to do so. Like, change like 4 lanes at a time if it's safe to do so, because like the cars are like a further distance away. There was one dude just went, and like 4 people had to like slam on brakes because he just swung his car. I was like, He just went. He felt no fear. I was scared. And my driver was just like, speed limit 60, 70, and I don't understand miles per hour. I don't know how fast it is. Like 60 miles per hour on a highway is probably like fast, but it didn't feel fast because I knew it was going 60 and my head was like 60 kilometers, and I was like, it's slow. And then I look out the window and I'm like, it's not slow. Anyways, I got to the train station, walked in, and I went to the like help desk because I had no clue what to do. And I was like, so what train do I have to go on, right? And they were like, no, they all go on the same train 78 or whatever it was, and you wait inside the train station. You can't wait on the platform. And then he was like, do you want to check in your bags, or do you want to take them on the train? And I'm like, well, I've never been on the train, so I don't know how much space is in the train. If it's like an airplane, I can't take two massive like 23 kg bags on. So I was like, no, I'll check them in. The little bag, they have to weigh it. It has to be 50 pounds or less. I don't know how many pounds are, right? I was like, okay, 50, that's quite a lot, you know, like how much is 50 to 23? No, it's a lot, I'll be fine. Weighs the small bag, he's like, perfect. Weighs the second bag, and he's like, yeah, it's too big. And I'm like, it's too heavy? He goes, yeah, you need to remove, and he tells me this many, whatever he told me. And so then I put it on my calculator, it was 2 kgs. I was like, how am I gonna get 2 kgs? I don't have any way to put 2 kgs. So now I'm freaking out like properly. I'm like, okay, this is fine. So I open my big suitcase, and now like it's got all my clothes in it. So like there's a bra on the floor, and there's an underpants over there, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm like, okay, I've got a backpack and a computer bag. So I take my computer bag and I start shoving things in the computer bag. Like there's a soap in there, there's like a brush in there. I'm just shoving things in until I can't close it. I'm like, okay, this should be good. And then I'm like, but is it? So then I take more stuff out and I shove my backpack so full that it's like gonna break. And I'm like, I'm almost in tears now. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do if I can't get on this train because my bags are too heavy? How do I do that? Then then I weigh it again, and it was exactly 49.7 pounds. I don't know what they weigh in now that I'm saying it out loud. Pounds, LBS. I was freaking out. I'm like, okay, it should be fine. So I give it to him again, and he's like, yep, it's good. We'll check it in for you. And then when you get to the train station, show him, and then he stapled 2 tickets to my train ticket, and he was like, show him these, and then they will show him these, and then you can collect your bags. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I sat waiting for the train. My backpack was heavy, like, wow. it couldn't even close properly. I was freaking out. It was like breaking. Yeah, so then I waited for the train, and then eventually the train was called, and it was like this 2-story train. There were like one train floor and then another train floor. I was like, I've never seen a train like this. It's so cool. And then we all walked in, and like you don't really sit by car. I don't know how to explain it. Everyone just sits anywhere. It doesn't really matter unless you like booked a special like kind of like first class kind of thing. And then in the train, they came around and they were like, where are you going to? And I was like, Hammond. And then they wrote on a ticket and they stuck it up where I was sitting. And then they came past and they scanned my ticket to make sure that I paid and stuff. The train ride was like an hour long. We did run a bit late. It was a very nice train ride. A nice gentleman helped me put my bag up in like the carry, like in an airplane when you put your carry-ons in that compartment. There's a similar thing on the train, so he helped me put my one bag up there. I just listened to music basically, and then when we arrived to Hammond, also I was wearing a jersey because I took it out the bag, and it was like 30 degrees and I was dying. I'm like, oh my gosh, a jersey. It was like a leather jacket, not really a jersey, but it was hot. I was dying. So then I got to Hammond, and I was like, okay, I now need to walk 18 minutes with these massive bags. And I was like, so I got off the train, and I'm like, okay, I need to find where I need to collect my bags. And this lady Penny walks past, and I'm like, ma'am, where do I go like to collect my bags if they were booked onto the train? She's like, you can just follow me, and then I'll get your bags out and you can take them. And I'm like, thank you. And then so she was like, where are you going to? And I'm like, I'm going to the university. And I was like, and she started talking to me, and she's like, and you'll lift? I'm like, no, I'm gonna walk. And she's like, why walk when you can just take this dude? He's a driver, and some random dude. I was like, okay. So then she gives the bags to this random dude, and he starts putting it in the car, and I'm like, okay, he's a driver, that's cool. So I sent the license plate to mom just in case he wasn't a driver. Then he drove me to the university. It was literally a 5-minute drive, and he made me pay. Well, it was like then $12. I was like, damn, for a 5-minute drive, that was rookie error, but it's okay. I was very like tired, and my bags are very heavy, so I don't think I would have been happy pulling them for like an 18-minute walk. So I mean, it was a lot of money, but it is what it is. Then I got to the university and I went to my check-in point. And I got there and I'm like, okay, please can I check in? And they were like, you need your student ID first. I'm like, stuff this. Okay, I'm leaving my 2 big bags. And I was like, where do I go to check in? Okay. And they explained it to me using buildings I've never seen before. They were like, and at the gym you go right. And I'm like, at the gym we go right. Okay, where's the gym? And they're like, then you go under the tunnel, and then by this is. I'm like, okay, I don't know where any of these places are. So I'm like, okay, I'll just start walking. I take my backpack and my computer bag, which at this point are still very full with all the stuff that I have to shove in, and I start walking. I'm wearing a jacket now, and I start walking, and I'm dying of heat. I'm like, okay, this is fine. And then I'm like, okay, no, I don't know where I'm going, and now I'm getting upset because I don't know where I'm going, and I just want to check in, and like I'm getting lost. And like they were like, it's a quick walk, but like freaking the walk was as quick as if I had to walk to Pretoria. Quick, my left butt cheek. I was so upset. I'm walking, and then it starts to rain, and now I'm losing it. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, where am I going? What's happening? So I phoned mom, and then after like 30 minutes of struggling, mom eventually helps me find the place. And I was furious. I was upset. I was like hot. I was in the rain. It was heavy. It was not fun. Then I get to get my student ID card. I walked 30 minutes for it to take 20 seconds. I was like, wow. Got my student ID card. Then I walked back to the check-in, and they will help me with my bag. I took a bottle of water and I chugged it in like 2 seconds because I haven't had food. At that point I hadn't had food or water in like the water I hadn't had in like a whole like day, besides having it in my coffee, and like food I hadn't had in like since like I haven't like the McDonald's, which was like a whole day ago. So I hadn't eaten in a day, and I hadn't had water in basically a day. So I was very like upset. I was hangry. Then I checked in. I came in. They gave me my keys. They made me like check out if the apartment was as they said it was. So like if like the floors were good and the walls weren't chipped. Kind of like a evaluation of how it looks, to make so that when I leave we can say that it was still in the same shape as I had gotten it. Put my bags down. Then I was like, okay, I phoned my mom. I'm like, mom, I did it. I'm in the room. Realized there was no toilet paper. I was like, okay, we need to go collect my bedding. It's now about like 5-ish when I said this. So I go downstairs and there's a lady there, and I'm like, do you mind helping me find where like deliveries would go? She goes, yeah. So she walks me there, and the place, now my bedding includes my towel too, right? My shower towel and like blankets and stuff. So we get there and it was 5:10 and the place closed at 5. So I didn't have any bedding or a towel to sleep in. And like I'm like, okay, this is fine. So she walks me a bit more around campus before taking me back here. And I get to my room and I just cry. I'm phoning my mom and I'm like, mommy, I can't get my bedding because they closed, and there's no shower curtain, I don't have a towel, and like there's no toilet paper, and everything's closed now. And I was freaking out. I forgot to mention what the room looked like. I'll do that now. Wait, insert. No, okay. So I was crying, and I'm like, and the bed's are uncomfortable because it's like this plastic sheet thingy, and I'm not crying. I'm like, this is not it. I'm not having a good time. What am I gonna do now? And then just to make matters worse, all the restaurants and stuff on campus were closed. I was like, no, you gotta be joking. So now I'm like, I'm hungry. I can't sleep in a comfortable bed. I can't have a comfortable shower. I can't even go to the bathroom because there's no toilet paper. Well, I use tissues, but I can't even go to the bathroom because there's like no toilet paper. So then my mom was like, okay, here's the plan. When you shower, you're gonna put all your clothes on the floor, so that when like dirty clothes on the floor, so that when it like showers and the floor gets wet, you can wipe it up with your dirty clothes. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, you're gonna use a clean t-shirt for a towel. And I was like, okay, I can do that. And she's like, for bedding, you can use your gown as a blankie and a jersey as a pillow. And I'm like, okay, that's not bad. and like food, it is what it is. She was like, go to the vending machine or something, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, I'm not list to struggle more. It was so depressing. Then after that I showered. It was a terrible shower because like if you want to go hotter, you have to increase the like water pressure, and I knew if I had a hot shower I would like flood the bathroom, and I didn't want to have to deal with that either. So I was like, stuff this. So I had a cold shower. Then I got dressed in my PJs. I ate Turkish delight for breakfast, for supper, because that's all I had in my bags. Then I I slept with my towel as a blankie. Not my towel, my gown as a blankie. So yeah, not the best start to being here. It was a bit chaotic. Wasn't enjoying too much. But then I phoned Thomas and we watched The Wish Dragon, and we did a movie night, and that made me feel better, and I went to bed at about 10. But today, it's now Tuesday. The game plan for today, I phoned my mom and Thomas, spoke to them for about an hour because I got up at 8, and I finished talking to them at about like an hour ago. It's now 10. I finished talking to Thomas at like 9:30, so it's been half an hour. So the game plan, mom is now seeing if they've delivered my bedding or not to the university. Then I'm going to go collect it from wherever they do deliveries. Then I have to go to a dollar store thingy to buy a shower curtain, because hopefully with my bedding comes my towel and my bedding, and that's 2 solves and problem solved. Then with my bedding, then I'm going to go buy a shower curtain so I can shower. Then I need to go find a place that I can eat, because I'm quite hungry now. It's been a while. Then I need to unpack my bags and go to Dollar General. It's a dollar store basically kind of thing, I'm not too sure. That's where I'll buy the shower curtain, and I think I'll see if I can buy like breakfast bars or something to get food. Then I'm going to see if I can make an appointment with the food pantry. They give out like basic necessities for free here at the university, so that I can get like toilet paper, and then yeah, they also have free breakfast bars. It'll be cool. I just have to like locate where they are before I make an appointment. You have to make an appointment now because it's still in summer hours, not fall yet. Fall only starts on the 18th, so next week. So yeah, and then I need to find like plugs, because like I said, I can't really charge my phone unless it's through a battery. But yes, that's the game plan. I'm now gonna get dressed, and then see how far mom's gotten with the bedding people, and then I'll either unpack or I'll go straight to where I can collect bedding. But yes, that's the plan. So this is a tour of the room. Now obviously all my stuff's already in it, but this is the front door. Got a little peephole thingy, but when you enter, the first thing you see is the little sink. Then there's like a space maybe for a mini fridge. I don't know what goes there. Here you have our bathroom. Like I said, my stuff's everywhere. Toilet, bath, shower thingy, lack of a shower curtain, stuff to hang up. So this is the bathroom. Then you have the little sink. Say hello to PJ Kelly once again. Hey PJ Kelly. And like a mirror. This switches on. Wow. The switch is off. Wow. No toilet paper. Then you have the like 2 sides of the bedroom. So they all come with a table and then a desk and chair, and then like drawers underneath in the bed. Like I said, a mess. I've already started putting stuff in my cupboard. There's my little chair. Here's my bed and my desk. Once again, a mess. I also don't have a dustbin yet, so my makeshift dustbin. This was my blankie last night. Really sad. This was my pillow last night. Like I said, not the best start. The bed makes a weird sound when you sit on it, and then also in the bathtub, when you stand in the bathtub, it creaks a lot. So like the whole neighborhood knows that you're showering right now. So yeah, That's the room. Blinds that I don't think go up. I think they just twist more open and more closed. Yeah, it's pretty big, pretty decent. I'm pretty happy. Check everyone around because otherwise it'll be awkward. I am now walking. So I just went to Starbucks. Surprisingly very good. I got an iced coffee, sweetened, and then I didn't get a black, and then they asked me way too many questions about the type of milk, and I freaked out and just asked them to choose for me. They were like 2%, 4%, and then they were like low fat. I was like, I don't know, bro, I get the red milk from Woolworths, that's not gonna help you, so ease with ease. Or the blue milk. I think we get the blue milk from Spa. Then I got a plain croissant and a coffee, the iced coffee. So now that was really good. I'm actually really surprised. Sat in there, it was very nice. It was a very nice coffee. I'm still drinking it. Carried it with me because it's kush hot. It's like 31 degrees outside. So now that I've eaten something for the first time in like 2 days, I am trying to locate McGee Hall, because apparently in there is the pantry, and the pantry gives me free stuff, and I need free stuff like toilet paper. I don't have toilet paper, so I'll let you know how it goes. I'm now in what is called the friendship circle, but I don't see any friends nearby. That's so rude. Am I alone? No. Oh, there's someone there. Don't look awkward. It's too late. I already look awkward. So, friendship circle. Honestly, this is just an excuse to talk to myself through what I'm doing because I'm lost. It's not like someone's following me, but it's about my backpack going cling, 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 cling. Is this the McGee Hall? McGee? I don't even... Subway! Oh, I found Subway! Or an arrow pointing to Subway. I don't see a zebra crossing, but I don't see any cars, so it is what it is. I'm crossing illegally. Haha! Why don't they have signs on their buildings? Why? Oh my god, it's hot. I'm so glad I wore jeans. Okay. McGee Hall, I think I've located it. Ah, I did find it. Okay. I found the McGee Hall. That's where the food pantry is, where I get free stuff, so I probably should have found McGee Hall after going to Dollar General because my trip just doubled in walking length. It was 18 minutes and now, no, it was 5 minutes and now it's like 18 minutes. I can't do math. I don't know if it doubled or not. Someone inform me. My mom says I am Kelly Jelly the Great Explorer. I'll put the message here somewhere. Also, I'm so glad I got this coffee. It's kush hot and the coffee's really saving me. Like, no, Google, wait, where? I'm at the friendship circle. Now what? Okay, wait, Google's confusing me. They have ooh, gross. No, I didn't just call them that. They have pavements everywhere. Like, South Africa, don't walk on pavements. We walk in the road or on someone's grass. Yeah, well, now we're running out of pavements, of course. But like, it's super sick. I think I'm about to exit the campus. That's kind of scary. Oh, look, a pine cone. I'm picking up a pine cone on my way back. I think I'm exiting the campus now. Kind of scary, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Gotta go to Dollar General. We walking. It's kush hot though. 3 more minutes, and then I'll be at my location. I'm walking down a main road, so it's kind of scary as frick. Luckily, there's a pavement. Main road, pavement. I'm very close. But I'm freaking dying. It's like 38 degrees. Not 38. It says 32, but feels like 38, and I can agree. Dollar General! I did it! Only took 20 minutes of walking. A bit of dying in the inside. And there's a Waffle House. Guess who's having Waffle House for lunch? Even though I had Starbucks like 20 minutes ago. I did it. Yes, boys. I don't know how I'm gonna walk back with stuff in my bag, but I did it. I am so sweaty and gross. My hair is literally wet, but I did it. Maybe walking in it's like 38 degrees outside midday was not a good idea. I think I'm sunburned. Either that, putting on the thingy, either that or it's just a lot of sweat and heat, but I did it. Look at all the stuff. I got bedding. I can now make a bed. I'm gonna unpack. I'm so proud of myself. I did it, guys. I did it. And I reported that. And they said it wasn't my fault. I did it. I feel like Dora Explorer. I did it. I did it. I'm so sweaty and gross. And I spoke to like 15 people downstairs. And I look like I've just been hit by a car. It's a mile to the general dollar store. I did it. I'm so tired. Okay, so now the game of plan action, whatever it's called, make my bed, hang up the shower curtain, wait for the maintenance guy, try be less gross.